So our witnesses list spans the public and private sector. We'll hear from agency leaders, citizen action committees, school superintendents, rural electric cooperatives. The range of speakers mirrors the range of those invested personally and politically in the one thing we all seem to find it hard to live without, which is connectivity. This is an issue that affects every person living in rural New York. Access to the internet is vital to the success of our communities. Without reliable high-speed internet, kids can't do their homework. People can't work from home or successfully run their small businesses. And our rural schools, libraries, and communities are at a competitive disadvantage. Bad internet access can lead to lower home prices and less economic development. And access to the internet is also vital to our democracy. It is how we get information, and in the coming years, it's going to be how the government runs the census. And without access to the internet, it's going to be harder for people to be counted in the census. So for all of these reasons, we really need to get a handle on this problem. I look forward to today's discussions. I hope we'll see thoughtful discussion of how we build on the progress that's already been made, and the state has done a great deal so far. And that we'll learn what the legislature needs to do to ensure that all New Yorkers are fully, adequately, and equitably served. So about 5 years ago, New York made a commitment to invest in rural broadband, and there is no question that more people are being served now than they were in 2015. This hearing is a chance to take stock of those developments, to see where the successes have happened, but also to find out what we still need to do to ensure border-to-border broadband access in the state of New York. I hear from constituents all the time about their problems. Either they have no access or they're paying for service that in no way measures up to what they are actually receiving. And so I want to make sure that we are serving those people and the constituents of my colleagues up here and people all over the state. I want to do just a moment of housekeeping before we begin. We've agreed that members can have make opening remarks of 2 minutes or less. We're going to be strict about that because we want to make sure there's time for the witnesses to speak and for us to follow up with questions. I also want to encourage my colleagues to focus on policy issues. If you have very specific concerns about a constituent or a neighborhood that we can address in a more effective way outside of this hearing, I encourage you to bring that information to my staff, who will be happy to pass it along through the right channels. Final reminder to everybody here, thanks to the internet, this hearing is being live streamed and can be viewed from the NewYorkSenate.gov website. Yet another way that our democracy depends on internet service, and we want to make sure everyone in New York can see this. So that is one of our goals here.